Hey there, my name is Daniel Purcell, and today we'll be exploring the evolution of camera movement. When we think about movies, we often picture the story or the actors, but the camera itself is just as important. Cameras weren't always able to glide, swoop, or soar. In fact, at first, they barely dared to move at all. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, cameras were locked onto heavy tripods, capturing action like a stage play. The camera didn't move, it just watched. In 1903, the Great Train Robbery gave audiences one of the earliest examples of a pan. It's a small turn of the camera that follows the action. It was simple, but groundbreaking. Still, the camera remained mostly frozen. It's like a shy kid at a dance, just stuck in the corner, afraid to take a step. By the 1930s and 40s, the camera finally learned how to step onto the dance floor. Dollies and cranes allowed filmmakers to glide across the ballroom, or rise above entire crowds. In Gone with the Wind, sweeping crane shots captured the scale of the Civil War. In Citizen Kane, Orson Welles and cinematographer Greg Toland used daring camera movements to pull us deeper into the story ever than before. The camera wasn't shy anymore. It had rhythm. It had confidence. It was learning how to move with style. The 1960s brought rebellion, and the cameras joined in. The French New Wave filmmakers picked them up and ran them through the streets. Handheld shots were shaky, raw, and alive, giving audiences a glimpse of realism. Then came a game changer, the Steadicam, invented in 1976. Suddenly, cameras could run up the steps with Rocky, steady and strong. They could float endlessly down the haunted halls of The Shining, eerie and smooth. The camera wasn't just dancing anymore. It could jog, sprint, and even creep like a ghost, moving with the freedom of a living character. Moving into today, the camera has finally earned its wings. Drones soar above cities and battlefields. Gimbals let cinematographers run alongside actors without a single shake. Digital wizardry creates films like 1917, which feels like one long continuous shot. In Children of Men, a single take weaves through the chaotic car ambush, making audience feel like they're trapped inside the action. The camera has moved beyond dancing. It soars, it spins, and it sometimes never seems to blink. The evolution of camera movement isn't just a story about technology. It's about how filmmakers found new ways to tell the stories and how audiences were pulled deeper into those stories. Behind the scenes, cinematographers became choreographers, planning every step of the dance. On screen, audiences were no longer passive viewers. We became participants. When the camera moves, we move with it. And that is how movies stopped just being moving pictures and became moving experiences.